What's up, guys? Stein back with another video. In today's topic, I'm talking about if you want to be the very best, it's the details that count. I read this yesterday in Tim Grover's book called Relentless, excuse me. Very, very good book. I highly recommend you read it. It's called From Good to Great to Unstoppable. But anyways, when I read that line, it's stuck in my head because it's the fact of the matter of it's true that it's the details that set apart the winners from the losers. And what that means is, I always talk about never wasting time. The minutes that you waste, the time that you waste, those little minutes, this is why I'm saying never waste a minute. Every single time everything you do must be work. It must be towards a goal here. It must be towards a purpose. And if you aren't using your time constructively, if you're not doing something valuable with it, then you're just going to throw it away, and it's not going to be useful to you. But if you simply value your time and you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to plan my day and I'm going to use this here, this here, this here, this here. That's what I get for that message. The details set apart. It's the details that make the best the best. They do the little things right. And that's what Andy Frisella talks about through his program 75 Hard, is that, it's not 20 minutes of cardio outside. It's 45 minutes of cardio outside. It's not 5 pages of a nonfiction entrepreneurship personal development book. It's 10 pages. Every single day you want to have a set structure, and this goes along with my videos that I just had on a couple days ago, where I said have rules for yourself. Very, very similar in this video is that my rules obviously are very, very high. I have very high standard rules for myself. This is very similar in this video where I'm talking about the details, because the details are what's going to separate you. Just like the rules, if you have a high standard of rules for yourself, you're going to have a high standard of details for yourself. And meaning that is that, I'm going to do this at this time, this at this time, this at this time, this at this time. It's basically being, as Andy Frisella says, you're being selfish so that way you can be selfless. That's literally the most important thing that you can do is that when you are selfish, you are actually being selfless to others, because by you doing yourself a favor, you are actually benefiting other people. And that's important, because when you focus on yourself, other people notice that, they see that, and they want to do that, and then they ask you questions. They're curious. How did you go from here to here? And you tell them exactly what you did. They did it. Everyone knows. Everyone is better now. That's how this process starts. So if we're looking at the details here on your day-to-day basis, the details that set apart the winners from the losers, you have to audit your day and audit your time, knowing that, basically tracking it and saying, I wasted 10 minutes here watching Netflix. Everything you do has to be work. Literally everything you do has to have a purpose. And I don't understand why people aren't serious about this, or tracking their time, or what they're actually doing. Some people have no idea what they're doing. Sometimes they'll be, eating Cheetos and watching television for 2 hours, but they don't even realize that the time just goes away like that. And that's why I highly recommend that you audit, in your notes app in your phone. That's what I use. Or you write it on a piece of paper, and you say, and then you list out the things that you're going to do. I'm going to do this, 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 this. And then you list out all things you're going to do, and then you check them off as you get done. And then guess what? Once you complete those, you can relax, chill, do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day. It's not matter. But you must get those tasks done. It'll make you feel better about yourself. It'll make you feel more confident, and make you feel amazing about yourself, because you know that you completed those tasks, and that in turn will make you feel good about yourself. You'll have that self-confidence. You'll have that awareness that, okay, I did the very best that I could do today, and I'm proud of myself because I actually accomplished the things that I had on my list. If you miss the things on your list, you know, like, I've missed things on my list before, and I know, and it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good about you. You don't feel good about yourself when you. And that's why I love Andrew Tate. He says, look, there's nothing that feels better than doing something that you don't want to do. And that's why it's so important to have discipline, because there's nothing that feels better than having discipline and doing something that you don't want to do. But we have this culture of people now who think that you have to rely on your feelings, and that's just not the truth, because your feelings are going to fluctuate. You're going to be happy sometimes, and you're going to be sad sometimes, and that's what Brandon Carter says. And that's why I like to stick to a structure and stick to a routine to know exactly what I'm going to do every day. Because if you do that, it's very, very predictable. And people like a change. People like, you're not switching anything up. I remember listening to Niyu Sobo's podcast. This stuck out to me so much. He says, oh, I want to switch it up or something. He's like, what you mean switch it up? It's chicken breast and broccoli for the whole summer. But he ate chicken breast and broccoli for the whole summer because his coach needed him to drop weight. So he literally ate that every single day for the whole summer. And like, people just don't have that much discipline. They don't have that much structure, because they're just so addicted to the taste of food. You need to eat the food so it nourishes your body. Just think about that for a second. Just eat food so it nourishes your body. We need more strength and power and like going around. Like, I'm talking about eggs, oatmeal, chicken, rice, eating these good foods, all these fruits, vegetables. You're eating the good foods for you. So that in turn will literally spark you and have more power for yourself. Like, there's a reason why people are just exhausted all the time, because they don't eat right, they don't sleep right, they don't work out, they don't dress right. They're not doing the little things that they should be doing right on a daily basis. And there's no wonder why you don't feel good when you're 300 pounds. There's no wonder why you don't feel good. And people just don't like the self accountability. They don't like to own up to the fact that that they're doing things wrong on a consistent basis. But you need to audit. I'm doing this wrong, and that's why I'm talking about tracking. Do this. Even if you had the worst habits in the world and you tracked them, I guarantee you would still change your life around, because you would be tracking what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, which is important to track. Like, because people just kind of go through life, la-da-dee-da-da-dee-da, I'm going to do this, then I'll maybe do this, and then, I might do this too. And it's just like, people go around their lives doing that, and it's insane to me how people do that. Like, you must have a structure and a routine and a disciplined lifestyle to where you know exactly what you're going to do at exactly what time. There's no free time. You don't have any free time. You're going to do this, then you're going to do that, then you're going to do this, and you have to have a structure here to where to what you're actually going to do on a day-to-day basis. Because if you do that, you'll feel good about yourself once you check off the things on the list. I guarantee you your confidence will zoom up if you do this on a consistent basis, days in a row, days straight in a row. You never miss days, you never are lazy, and you do this consistently, you will feel good about yourself. So make sure you dial in those details and become the best you, and become the best you can be. That is the video for today. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and we'll see you in the next video.